Ooh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be a very simple one. It's gonna be about contouring and bronzing, and kudos to my friend Eva. I'm gonna link her down below. She always asks me, she was like, oh, you know, I'm really bad with makeup, could you just make a video about, you know, bronzing and contouring for dummies? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it very simple, very beginner level friendly, and yeah, let's just get right into the video. So as you can already see, I already have like a slight layer of foundation on me. I'm powdered, and my eyebrows done. I have some mascara and a lipstick on. So first of all, contouring is obviously, as the name says, it contours your face. So what you do, you try to, you know, shape or either highlight your cheekbones or you know, hide something that you don't want to have. Like some girls, they think their lower bone structure over here is a bit too broad, so they kind of like to darken it so it looks a bit you know, skinnier. Or someone more chiseled cheekbones, so they're gonna contour over here. Or they think their forehead is too wide, so they're gonna like contour it. So basically what you do with contouring, you change your shape of your face. I think the masters of that are drag queens, because they basically try to make their male faces look more feminine. So we're already girls, so we don't usually need that heavy of contouring. I'm going to show you a very simple version of it. So you don't need any cream contour, you don't need any, you don't need a lot basically. It could just be a matte eyeshadow that you have in your palette or in your collection already. So when you come to bronzing, bronzing is another thing. Bronzing is something to warm up your face, to look like you're, you know, fresh out of holidays. You had your sun shining on your face, and you're like summery vibes and all like bronzy and healthy, just like a healthy glow. That's what you do with bronzing. So basically, we're gonna do two of these techniques. We're gonna start with contour, and then afterwards we're gonna bronze our face. So you can see, you know, how the difference is with both of the techniques. All right, let's get started with contouring. So for contouring, you usually use a more neutral toned brown. Depending on your skin tone, you know, some girls are a bit lighter, some girls are a bit darker. I'm quite fair skinned, so for me, I need a really like more grayish brown to use for contour. And my favorite is from INGLOT. It's perfect color, that's why I use it. It's this color here. I actually have no idea what it is named, but it's from INGLOT, and it's like a great light brown. It's a great light brown contouring shade, and this is the blush next to it. But anyway, like if you look at this, this is a great color for me to contour. And then if you look at a bronzer that I use, the Physicians Formula one, if you compare it like this, you can see how this one is slightly warmer, slightly more orange tone than this one. So that's what you need to look in products. I hope you can see it in the camera. But generally speaking, for contour, you need a matte color. It needs to be a bit more neutral toned, not orange, not any warm toned brown, like a more cold toned matte brown. And from bronzer, you can go wild, you know. You can have glitter bronzer, you can have shimmery one, you can have matte bronzers, you can have very orange one. Really also depends on your skin tone, obviously. Let's get to contouring. So basically what I do, I take either like a little dome brush like this. Sometimes when I don't have time, I like to use something like this as well. It's just huge. It's a huge angular brush, and it's really easy to like just carve out this part of the face. But right now I want to use this for bronzing, so I'm going to use this for contouring. It's like a little domed head brush. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a generous amount of it tap the excess off. That's very important. So right now, what we need to do is you turn around your cheekbones, look at this like this, and then you see, first of all, you need to decide on what you want to do. So for me, I want to, you know, chisel out my cheekbones like this. I like my jawline, so I don't tend to do much with this. So I want to chisel out my cheekbones. I want to hide a little bit of this. I don't have much, but I want to hide a little bit of this. And then I want a little bit of darkness on the nose and a little bit on the forehead over here. I want to shape my face. I don't really necessarily want to change the shape of it. I just want to carve out more of my bone structure and show off, you know, the bone structure of my face. So I'm taking a little bit of my contour shade, and tapping off the excess. And then, like, if you turn your face here, like for me, do you see this little shadow that I already have here? If you don't see it naturally with you, just, you know, suck your cheeks in a bit and try to touch where your bones are. You will feel your cheekbones over here, then you will feel like a slightly hole, and then you will feel your jaw over here. So if you press like this, you feel this is the way where it presses down the most. And it's like a line from over here down here. So now you also don't want to take it down too far, because then you will look saggy. You just want to take it maybe around here where your eyebrow ends. So you go and you just like, what's important for contouring is that you blend it out properly. We don't want any harsh lines. So it can be a circular motion. Start off slow, you know, you don't have to like put on a lot. Please put on little bits, and work from there. And so you just like take it like this. I like to take it a bit on my ear as well. And then I can look straight into the mirror and see if it's enough. If it's not, I'm just gonna add a little bit. So I don't like to drag it too far down. I kind of want to stop here at this line and then take a little bit upwards. So right, maybe eyebrow, end of the eye, and then I'm gonna stop. Not sure if you can see it, but do you see the difference between here and here? Like, it's just slightly more chiseled. And then I usually like to take it under my jawline, not on top, under my jawline until the front, and then take it down a little bit like this just to blend it out. Can you see the difference between, you know, this jawline and this jawline? It just looks a bit more shaped. And then for the temples, I think it's also very easy. Just see where your temples are, basically here, and just blend it into your hairline. I like to skip out this part because this is where I'm gonna put my highlighter. So I'm just gonna put it on the temples, like here. You can take it a bit farther down where your eyebrow ends, and just, again, important, blend. Take it slow, take it easy, don't rush, and just slowly blend. I think a lot of people put on too much product in the beginning and then they panic because they're like, oh my god, what am I gonna do with it? So start out slow, blend, add more as needed, and then with a little bit of practice, you're gonna be able to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up the other side. And then always see that you have a mirror and check that both sides are similar. Also keep in mind that your face might not be symmetrical, so you might have to differently adjust depending on what side of the face that you're working on. Also make sure that you have the similar light on both sides of your face. If not, it might be a bit difficult to even it out properly. And then check So now we're coming to realizing my light is a bit off, but I hope you can still see it properly. And then check in the mirror if you're happy with the results. You're not gonna get it every time. You're not gonna get it perfect on the first time. Sometimes it's gonna be off. Don't worry about it. It's gonna come with practice. So now that we've done the contouring, I'm gonna show you what I usually do with the bronzer. So my body is a bit, you know, I have a sunburn over here. So my body is a bit darker than my face. So I like to use bronzer to kind of, you know, connect my face with my body, because I usually don't want to buy another shade of foundation, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna use my trusted Nathascha formula. With bronzer, you don't have to be very precise. You just go for it. So like what I like to use is an angled brush like this. You just swirl it around, and then like I said, remember bronzer is where the sun hits your face. So basically, you know, your cheekbones, bit of your nose, maybe a bit on the forehead. It really depends on you. I mean, you've seen yourself sunburn, so you know where the sun is hitting you. So for me, it's usually I just go like this, very roughly on my cheek, because this is also not a very heavy duty product, so I can play around with it a bit and see how it goes. See how I immediately added some color to my face, like very natural color. See? And then I like to take a little bit on the nose sometimes, and then a little bit on the cheeks, and a little bit on here, a little bit on here, just a little bit all over, and see how it evens out. You know, it kind of matches my body and my face together. And it's completely different. You don't have to be precise at all. It's just really to give your face a little bit of color. So that's actually it. Doesn't look hard, right? And to be honest, most contouring and bronzing products are made to be easily blendable. So don't worry too much about that. Have your brush ready. I mean, this is one of the cheapest brushes ever. I just randomly bought it at a drugstore. Even my bronzer and my contour are not very expensive. You don't have to buy expensive products to make it work. Remember that. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I didn't contour my nose. That's also very easy. Taking the same brush again. Like I said, this is a beginner tutorial, so we don't have to be very, you know, snatch precise. A little bit of the contour, a little bit here in the socket of your eye, connecting to your eyebrow. Like this, a little bit under here to make a nose a little bit pointier. Also, a J-Lo trick I heard that it is to make your lips a bit more plumper. You can take a little brush like this. Just take a little bit of bronzer and just put it under your lips to make them a bit more lush. And that, my friend, is the video. I hope it seems simple enough. I hope you learned from it, and please try it out. You know, tag me on Instagram or tag me on Twitter. Show me your results. Remember, this is not a video for our pros out there. This is a video for the girls that don't have time, don't have any patience, and self-proclaim that they suck at makeup. I don't think that anyone sucks at makeup. It's just sometimes you think it's a bit too more complicated than it actually is. I hope it made the whole thing a bit easier, and then see you next week. Bye bye.